Good morning, traders. Manny Cabrera here, co-founder of MDC Trading Academy, with today's pre-market forecast and midweek preview for Wednesday, November the 13th. Let's look at our news items for the day. Day is going to be led through by Fed Chairman, who's testifying at 11 a.m. So this is a Fed day. This is a day where most of the market seems to slow down a little bit, waiting for something to shake out of the news testifying for Powell. So careful there. Anything that you're going to do, try to do early. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait till he's done, because we don't know what kind of effect he may or may not have on the market. We do have core CPI coming out shortly. So that's another mover. Now, the rest of the week, obviously, remember, he speaks again on Thursday at 10 a.m. this time. And we also have crude inventories and retail sales on Friday. Let's go to our analysis. We jump at our largest time frame here in our daily chart here. Now the all-time high. Our all-time high is not sitting at 3102. We finally reached the 3100 level. Market is coming off. And remember, this is just a common pattern. I mean, you haven't picked this up by now, you're in the wrong business. This market just continues to slowly but surely, grindingly but hesitantly on low volume, at least less than stellar volume, to continue to make new highs. Then it retraces for a couple of days, then it tries again. So this is the basic pattern. There is no impetus for this market to move any lower, although we have some very key levels, what we're going to be looking at right now, that we need to keep our eyes on, because that's basically what the market's trying to find. Market is either going to continue to grind slowly, or somewhere along the line it's going to have some sort of market correction and profit taking. There is no technical reason for that to happen, but nonetheless, that's what we're experiencing right now. Let's jump to another large time frame here. As you see, we have this market since about, when is this here? This is a couple of weeks ago. Markets continue to move higher within this channel. And within this channel, we established the first channel, but something interesting just happened. First time we find ourselves at a different place. You see what I'm saying? So we broke what we were holding here as a channel. Remember, everything came here, stopped here. Expectation was that the market was going to come, return down. He hadn't. Went up higher, came back down, stayed a little short. It went right up back again, and now it's running a little lower. So the next logical place for this market to rest is this particular trend line here. It's quite a bit from here. If you look at it, we're at about 30.61. So we're talking about the 20 points for it to move lower. Can it happen in one day? Yeah. If something comes out of the mouth of this guy and the market doesn't like it, you can bet your dollar we can probably come down here again. And then that's going to be very key. And remember, all along, the real true support level of this market right now is this trend line here. That's based on the 200 SMA as a bottom. So that's where we're keeping an eye on. But as I'm saying, we have a lot of places to retrace from if we want to technically. We can bounce back from here. We can come down here and bounce back from here. We can come down here and bounce back from here. So, like I said, market is still continuing to move higher. We do have some potential for it ultimate, as we break certain levels, we have the potential to move lower. Let's look at another time frame here. And as you can see, here's the market once again. We have a clear support level here. Market is below the intraday low from yesterday's, retesting as it speaks right now, coming off the highs. So that's what I'm saying. Here's our support. Here's our support. Market's refusing to move lower. It's retesting here. Let's see what happens in this test. You can see in our trade chart. Our trade chart can clearly show you what we're talking about. Look at the selling pressure from the all-time high. Look at the selling pressure from the all-time high. We have this trend line here. We have this micro trend line here, which seems to be holding the market. And this is kind of offering us a little bit of confluence here with the intraday low. So first move is down. First move is going to be down. And then this is the test down here. Now this area here doesn't begin there. This area goes back a little further. This area goes back, this area here, it's the same area, goes back to here, goes back to a couple of days back, that support level, which is below the intraday low. So that's the interesting thing. What's going to happen when the market tests this area here? Remember, we do have a trend line beginning here in the pre-market, kind of like this. That's where the market's trying to test right now. What happens when the market slams into that resistance confluence? Is it going to hold? Is it going to break? And secondly, what's going to happen once the market gets to this level here? Now, obviously, retest from here, continuation down, trace to the downside. Break through the support level here, trace to the downside. So we're thinking short term. We're thinking shorts. Any break above here, we can expect a little run here to this level here. We can take some longs here, but ultimately the big tests are going to be here. I'm going to calculate them for you. I'm going to identify them for you. 1, 2, 3. Those are our big tests this morning. Just keep your eyes open for those key levels. Have a great trading session.